Alrighty. Should be good to get started. Oh, I forgot to turn on tracking, like a very silly. Alright. So, go like this, and we go like that, then we go like that. And we go like this. Go one zoom out. That's what I discovered is actually better. Oh, silly winking. Gotta turn that off. There we go. It's always knowing that it resets the zoom. Sucks to be you. Well, I don't think it's that bad. Alright. So, as always, it is horrorcore music. Know them, love them. They're the best. They're gonna be on the background while we're doing this. So we've got about 2 hours here. But then after that, I've gotta end the stream. So we're on a timer. That's how it is. So let's see what we can get done. Last time we spent a lot. Oh, I need to shift M, not shift, but map M. Yeah, there we go. I love that I set that up. Okay, well, this needs to be black. Then it's night stream. That is absolutely correct. It is Friday after all. Oh, and you're in the club Discord. The D&D club Discord? Yes, I am. Last stream we spent a lot of time getting this all set up. Took quite some time. But we are confident that this is the correct way for that to be. Sign one and we can get rid of that. We're very confident that this is the proper way for that to be rotated. Alright? Is it like a menu sign? Yeah, basically. A little menu sign or just a little welcome sign. Very popular in Europe. Something like that. Because it really fills up this extra space very nicely, you know? Then I imagine we might actually put Jesse... Well, difficult thing about this area is that it's a very obvious walkway. So it's not very likely that we'd have people there. And it would block the view to that guy. But anyways, we're gonna do the sign a little bit more. Not the whole day, but just a little while, you know? Because we want it to look complete, obviously. Hang on, I'm getting a thingy thing. Allow me to put this back over here. So I can double check. I don't think that is a thing I need to worry about. Oh, but I do see your post in Discord, Shiny. That's very awesome. Yeah, indeed. Quite nice. Looks good on you. Oh, hang on. So, I want these, because I need that point for a bit longer. I don't need that, and this is no longer the vanishing point we're going at. Not needed. Not needed. You're gonna be Gambit for Halloween. I don't know who that is. Not needed. Learning how to card spring and how to throw cards, very awesome. It's an X-Men. Oh, okay. Sign 2. Sign guide. X-Men guy. Okay. It's no big deal. Wait, hang on. This line shouldn't be like that, at least not yet. Because, I mean, obviously the sign doesn't come to a sharp point at the top. That'd be silly. We should bring this over here. We'll actually get 2 new tabs just in case we want to close one. Let's see about cafe sign. We need to look a little bit to see how it's supposed to be done. That's what I think. Something like this. No. Standing sign. I mean, none of these. Something like this, yeah. But I wouldn't prefer it to be like that. I'd prefer... something more like this. Yes. Which obviously isn't the best example of what I'm thinking. But it's good enough. Gets across what I want it to. Because the main point is that how we actually want it to be is... we want it to actually have 2 things, right? then that, and then I'm cheating a little bit here because that's such a small line that I feel like, so those are going to like around there if I recall properly. So this ought to be going like that-ish. There we are. Then we want a line going from there between those two there roughly. Alright, because now we're making it more like a 3D object, you know? Which is how it should be. Because obviously we wouldn't want a sign to come to a point at the top. But we would... we would want it to have a bit of depth like that, you know? Also... oh boy. So... it's a little tricky the way we want it to be. Let me get my eraser out. Then regular. So we're gonna backtrack on that. Because it's gotta go at an angle, kind of, you know? Because if it's straight across, oh, hang on. If it's straight across like I had before, then it doesn't make sense when the line comes up like this, you know? They just don't. So we've got to make sure that it goes like this, I think. You know? Because then we have ourselves something much nicer. Then... wait, this is not the correct... we want it on sign 2. So I want these to kind of go like that. Then... to kind of go like that. Well, I need it on screen because you can't really draw something you can't see. I mean, you could, but it's way harder and nobody recommends it. Yeah, this is much correct. I believe it's like this. It's not super important that it's correct. I will want this. I want this. Lower that opacity. And over on sign 2, just go like this. Then another. Like sign 2 should go like that. Now are you actually able to see any of that? Not really. So we're gonna pretend that's not at all. Oh, but we do. Oh, hello, Jay sometimes. And all you raiders. I love the little raid animation I made. That's so much fun. Yeah, we're just making some art, as you can see. You know, this music, if I go over here, it's Poor Music. They do great background music. Struggle Bus Raid. That's such an interesting name. Oh, thank you for the follow, Jay Cosney. Yes. Oh, and thank you, Shiny, for the shout out to them. They deserve it. we are working on this fun little art piece that it's been quite a few weeks. I only really work on it on stream because it's way easier to remember if I have stream reminding me to do it, you know? Because if it's just up to me, I might not ever do it. But yeah, right now we're working on this sign, which I think has been going pretty good. We learned some interesting techniques last week on how to rotate an object in 3D perspective. Yeah, I mean, basically you choose 2 new vanishing points is sort of how it is. That's the easiest way that I understood it. It's not exactly like that, and there's much better ways of thinking about it, but that's how I got it, you know? It's very good to have you here. I hope y'all enjoy your time. This is so cute. I'm glad you think so. It's nowhere near done. We've been working on it for quite some time. But, you know, time takes time. I'm really glad you think it's cute so far, though. You love my model? I do, too. You know what I can actually do is I can, with this tracker I have, it's super fancy. So cute. Yeah, watch this. Hang on. If I go bink, and I go bink. Huh? Tracking work? Tracking work? Did I click? Nope. Oh, whoa. Careful, careful. Yes. So it does awesomeness. Yes. I just really love showing that off. You know, I can... Here, if I move my chair out of the way. Ooh, it's so cool it is. I can go all the way back here. Yay. I quite like it. I do quite like it. Oh, and I disappear sometimes. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah. But then it does take a little bit of There we go. I usually do face only, but then I also have a squat redeem. You know, it redeem when I do squats. And that one I use full body tracking because then you guys can watch me do the squats and it's way more fun than just hearing me make the count, you know? I'm really glad I found this tracker because it's much better than the VC face tracker I was using. Because the VC face tracker I was using had a gray background, but you couldn't change that. You had to chroma key it out, which means that my ears were sort of ghostly because they were also gray, or they are also gray. So it's much better than the previous one, I think. Yeah, I like that line. Then this, I'm very glad you guys enjoy it because I've always been impressed by it also. This goes to there, but yeah, you can't really tell. Okay. So we're calling that correct for now. Then, the next thing we need, from the point to there. Then, from roughly there, well, we kind of need to guesstimate a little bit. Think like that. Yeah. I love how we're all animals or Pokemon at the bottom. Yeah, it's absolutely adorable. I love it. I can even grab them around and stuff, you know? It's so fun. Whee! I love it. Whee! Oh, somebody flew away. Who was that? Was that me? Oh my. But yeah, there's also like bombs and stuff. The bombs especially go off when there's a raid. It's quite fun. Quite fun indeed. Ah! Uh-huh. That's actually, here I can... That's Stream Avatars on Steam. It was... You have to pay for it. But I think it's been worth it because it's just so much fun for me and I think it really fits the vibe I'm going for, so. This line here is a little tricky though. I actually feel like it's even worth getting another layer for that line. And that line only. You are. Everyone gets to be so cute. I love it. Very cool. Yeah, I agree. Then if I hide the... Oh, not that. I want to go like this. And hide this, and hide this, and hide this. That's not bad. It's technically correct. From a, perspective of having drawn it, it's correct. I think that once we get the shadow in there, then it'll look better. It'll also look better once we have, you know, the occlusion and stuff. But yeah, that's how the sign is gonna be once we're done. Yeah, definitely. Then on extra plans, I actually want to erase that because it's distracting. Because it's no longer an extra plan, it's just part of the regular plan. There we are. Yeah, I think that's correct. I think that's rotated properly. It's always so difficult to rotate something in perspective. I spent an entire stream trying to get the rotation of this proper. I'm still not certain I did, but it's definitely better than it could be. I'm also really happy with this Meowth. It's not by any means the last version of this Meowth. Obviously everything's gonna change. This isn't even close to the final version. This Jirachi is probably pretty close to its final version though, because that's a very nice Jirachi. I love him so much. But I do really like this Meowth because you got the little money and stuff, because it's the money cat. Then you have this person over here. And he's got an Ice King nose. Oh, are you talking about because of the way his paws are? Here, I can just go like that really quick. So that it's a little more clear how that's supposed to look. Anyway, now we've got to decide what we want to work on next. Oh, yeah. No, it's supposed to be like that. I get where the confusion came from, though. That makes more sense. I'm glad you think so. I agree. So, here... This area here kind of bothers me. Because there's nothing there. You know? That's a very big, empty spot, and it kind of draws the eyes. So, I feel like if I go over to my extra plans, and I pull out my eraser, I feel like we gotta have the serving person in this walkway. Somehow. Right? Because we obviously want to have these people here. But I also want there to be something in this space. And it would work pretty well to have somebody right about there. Like this. And then maybe they've got a little tray. Right? And then obviously we need to be careful of the perspective on that. Hang on. Because from this angle, how much taller than the Gardevoir are they? They'd be like the same height as the Gardevoir, so we want to scale them up a little bit. Because Gardevoir is like 5'3", last I checked. Hang on, let's double check that. This is the wrong page. Wikipedia isn't as helpful as Pokemon is. Yeah, 5'3". I love that you're making them true to their size. I'm really trying. See, the difficulty is, for example, Sylveon. So Jirachi is like 1'4". Bulbasaur is actually also around 1'4", I think. Here, let's go. It's not that I'm trying to make them to your accurate size. Bulbasaur is actually taller than Jirachi. Okay. 2'4". Yeah, so if we go to Jirachi, 1 foot exactly. I'm so wrong. I don't know where I got 1'4" from. Maybe, but yeah. So these two, Bulbasaur is a significant amount bigger than Jirachi. Sylveon is 3 feet tall, which means that Sylveon should actually be like half the height of Gardevoir, right? Up to maybe about there, especially being technically closer to the camera. Sylveon should actually be quite a bit bigger. Riolu is 2 feet tall, but they're sitting down. But anyway, these two compared to each other, Riolu would actually be like at the same height as Sylveon. Charmander back there is too far away to worry about. Spheal is massive. 2 feet tall. So technically it's a... Yeah, no, it's just too small, you know? Because if this Riolu stood up, it should be about the same height as Spheal, right? And Spheal should be like to there on Gardevoir. I'm doing my best, but the Pokemon make no sense. Whoever designed Pokemon did not put any thought into their height. And I'm suffering for it. I think about this all the time. It's just that Gardevoir is an easy yardstick, because look at this. If I go Gardevoir to this vanishing point... Oh, hello, Dinosaur. Seems like it's your first time here. I'm talking about how my perspective is terrible and everyone should feel bad about it. Cosmium is also over 2,000 pounds and Ash can carry it around pretty easy. They don't really follow physics. Yeah, so Gardevoir goes to about there. And if I estimate that this person is about this tall, then that makes sense, but it feels like it shouldn't make sense, you know? And then this person in the back, they're quite a bit taller. They're like 6 feet tall or something. Oh, do you know this perspective looks nice? I'm glad you think so, because I don't think so. I've done my very, very best, but circles in perspective are difficult. Rotations in perspective are difficult. None of the Pokemon sizes make sense. Spheal is 2 feet tall. Gardevoir is like 5'3". That's not how that works. So the perspective itself might be nice with the vanishing points and stuff, but the size of these Pokemon makes no sense. Why is Sylveon 3 feet tall? That's like the... Hang on. Dogs that are... You should just wing the size? Maybe. Things like this. This is how tall they want Sylveon to be. You noticed your verb? Yeah. So if you guys, let me pop over here. Not all the Pokemon in the same species are the same size. Yeah, you're not wrong. But the thing about that is that, like, they can't be, like, an entire foot difference. That's significant. Look at Magikarp jump. But those are different ages. But anyways, if you guys want to change what avatar you have, you can use this. There's a lot of different ones. Some of them require certain things, like points and stuff. I put some thought into it, but it's, you know, if you need a certain gift, I can get it for you, you know. If there's one you really, really want. So if you use that extension panel, you should be able to do that. Then... Yeah, it's very cool. I really enjoy it. So anyone can change their thing to whatever they want. And in fact, if I so choose, I can... Let's see. Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly. That extension is right. I want to add it to your stream. So it's Stream Avatars, right? On Steam. There's a Steam app that you run on your computer, and then you have the extension that the viewers interact with. The app itself, if I look at the store page, it was like $15 or something, if I remember properly. Yeah, $15. So it's a bit pricey. I don't recommend it unless you think it's really good for your stream. Because, you know, I don't want to make people buy things. But I think it's a very cool thing, and it works very well for me. I can even throw you guys around, you know? So it's very fun. And yeah, there's quite a few things you can do with it. Honk. Yep. Honk honk. Ah, goose. But anyways, what I was doing before I need to make sure that the person I'm about to draw is proper perspective, you know? Because, oh, hi, Mr. Moist. Yeah, I'm drawing today. It is Friday. I like to draw things on Friday because it's the only way I make sure to get things drawn. I need to do art, but I never remember to do it if I don't have it on a stream. So that's why it's good. If Gardevoir is like this, I think for a person who's standing right about there. You started playing TF2 again? Very fun. I've never played it myself. So here's what I'm thinking, right? This person should move. They're too close to the edge of their seat, which doesn't make much sense for what I'm about to do. Because if we're gonna have another person here, you want to talk after you're done? Yeah, I think so. So if I'm gonna put a person about there, then we want to have them not blocking that person there as much. So we'll probably put them in this corner here. So we'll draw that and we'll pencil it in. You know? I'll go, yeah, like that. So they'll be... Yeah, they'll be there. You're a triad player, but you coming back. That's very awesome. What I'm concerned about is that this table actually doesn't seem to be long enough, huh? For 5,500 hours. My. I don't think I have that much time in any one game. So here's the strange thing, right? This distance should be the same as that distance, basically. Well, technically, if I go, it's that distance, right? But it looks so much farther because of the way things are. And because of this angle here, it doesn't look for certain. How do you get avatar points? Oh, you just watch the stream. But I can also give them to you, I believe. If I test this out, if I click U. No, if I click... let's see. Sour. 609. Can you have 50? Let's see. Let's see. If I put this at 49. I wonder if that worked. I wonder indeed. Because I have no idea how any of that works. I never gift people them because I don't know how. How many do I have? Let's check. You. Can't see it in mod mode. No, that's because it's completely separate from Twitch. It's part of the stream avatar extension. Let's see. Shiny. It looks like you have 8,936. You do watch quite a bit. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong click. Yippee. Oh, so it did work. So yeah, I can manually set your guys' points to however many I feel like. People don't talk way too much about the avatars down there, so I don't bring it up all that often. But, you know, it is something fun that I have. We go... So this person, I'm imagining, as they're walking, they'd be a little bit taller than Gardevoir, about there. You're a dino now? Oh, how awesome! The Google's... That's Rex from Google. If we... No, I don't need to Google it or anything to show you guys. You know who Rex is from Google. I want to put this person right about... I want to maybe stretch them out a bit so that we know they're tall. Oh, but now here's a dilemma. These two. Stand up, they'd be there, and there. Oh, okay, so, for those who don't know, what this redeem means, where it says chat, it means that you guys have to have a cat message, sort of. It has to have something like nya or uwu. Oh, no, we decided uwu doesn't count. That was put to a vote. You get a few... Yeah, so basically you have to meow for the next 5 minutes, or you get timed out. Dinosaur gets a pass on that one because I was still explaining. I hope that's a good enough explanation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Uwu doesn't count, unfortunately. That was put to a vote democratically. I don't make the rules here. I make the rules here, but not that one. The :3 does count at least once. Yeah, Shiny is very much more strict about it than I am. Control Shift A. They're holding a tray with like drinks on it. Uwu is more general cute, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you're right, Sharky. I'm pretty sure that's what the decision was. I think it's really funny to time people out for this, yeah. I think so too, and that's why I have it as redeem. This is making me nervous, Mew. No need to worry at all. You're doing just fine, Dinosaur. I think it's a very fun one to have. Now, let's see. I think we actually want to start blocking this person out. This is what we want to do for the next amount of time. I'm still never going to be certain about this display because it's impossible to get circles rotated properly with the circle tool. And I was kind of in a rush that time. And I was doing my best, but you know how it is. I think you redeemed it like 7 or 8 times at this point. Yeah, but over so many streams that sort of like filters out to being only a couple times. Then on extra plans, let's also erase this. Because we want to make this extra plans layer as concise as possible so that we can use it as much as possible, you know? How long does it last? Yeah, 5 minutes, and it's already been 2 minutes. Maybe I need to make one that lasts even longer. You know what? Maybe I actually want to start blocking out this person in the corner. Cat chat for an hour, meow. No, that would be a bit too much, I think. 10 minutes at most, I think. Because especially if imagine if I ever get like a lot of people or new people start coming in a lot more often, then they'd be getting timed out left and right and it'd be impossible to moderate. You have to think of the people. Oh, hang on. Do we want any of these other layers? I think we want to get rid of that one and that one. I already have way too many layers here, you know. So the fewer layers I have currently, the better. Anyhow, we want to look at this person. The Riolu is gonna have to be everything, so nothing here is gonna stay. You know? Everything here is gonna change. Everything here is gonna change. We just need a lot of time. This is gonna take me so long to finish. I probably actually don't even want that guy exactly there. Guy 1. Well, hang on. Random guy 1. So we have random guy 1, random guy 2. And we'll want to... Let's see. Oh, that seems about right. But I probably still want to move it up a little. Let's see. Then it's gotta have... I mean, we might as well put on some guides. And then, It's a very tricky style for me. Sort of like this, actually, is how I have that face. Which is kind of interesting, no? Definitely something to think about. Because we can do things in a variety of ways. I think I'm gonna do it for now is like this. Is over. It is in fact over. It has been 5 minutes. See, that's one thing I'm worried about with cat chat is that it will suddenly make chat way quiet, you know? Oh, my shoulder itches. Alright. Let's see. We want so neck to go. Anyways, it's getting late. You're gonna lurk. Can't wait to finish. Oh, thank you, Jay. It's no problem that you have to lurk. I actually like lurkers. Yep, indeed. Every kind of viewer is a great kind of viewer, you know? We're gonna... So we definitely... So, classically, the shoulders is supposed to be like 3 heads long, right? Which is very difficult to do for some reason. And then the torso is sort of not quite a triangle. You kind of go like this. Then you have the hips, not hips exactly, but sort of hips. You know? Then can go like that into the seat. And then the actual hips. And then sort of like this. Here, where's this table? I need to hide this table from everyone. Back table. There it is. Look at that. That's much easier to work with now. Proportions so difficult. You're so right. So, I mean, realistically, I need to... Hang on. I don't... I want those circles gone, but I want this circle also hidden. Proportions are very, very difficult. Where is... Oh, I hit the wrong table. It took me so long to know you're using Krita. Oh, I mean, it's not exactly like everywhere, you know? It's like written there and that's it, you know? So it's not like it's the most obvious thing in the world that I'm using Krita. Anyways, I want to... So, I want to say... First leg and then second leg. Something like that. And then... Vanishing point considered. I think legs... I use it all the time, so I think it'd be obvious. Maybe. A lot of art programs look pretty similar, because they all have to do the sort of same kind of stuff. So... Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Whoops. So, actually, if he's sitting back proper on his chair... Okay, let's kind of restart a little bit. Back table be gone. So, sitting back proper on his chair, let's leave the head where it is. But then start thinking, if he's sitting back proper on his chair, then I imagine that this would be above, and then we'd have the other one here, and it'd be... How would this go? So normally, I have my little form going like this, right? But now... Oh, here's my problem. So here's my problem. I'm trying to say that he's sitting, like, fully slouched over. That's what I'm doing wrong. So this circle is more of here. See, drawing it out always helps, you know? It explains everything. So this circle, that's the center pivot, but then the hips are below that, kind of. Like that. You know, and then this goes like, well, we can make that a better shape though. So let's actually say, let's see. So that'll be kind of, maybe they're leaning forward a little bit over a menu, say. Okay, let's get my extra plans layer out. Where is it? Where'd it go? Here. I think we need to do a little bit of thinking. So I'm thinking, right about now. Oh, hello, Hawit. So here's what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking he's reading something. Alright. Meow. 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 Lurker's license, you're gonna be there for a bit? No problem, Balmut. Good to have you, good to have you. So then, this would put their spine like this. I actually really love stick figures, by the way. I don't know if you guys know this about me. There. Duolingo? I forgot, but I will have time to do it later. I love this curve right there, so I'm gonna keep it. Random guy 1. Well, it's gonna be a little tricky to preserve, but if I put that like that, then I can go like that, and I can make this kind of like this. Stick figures were my childhood on YouTube. Exactly. I'd love to get into animating stick figures, like Alan Becker style. But I'm much more likely to get into animating not that immediately. Maybe we make this guy kind of big, you know? I'm experimenting a little bit with this form. I still occasionally get a Hyan's Dojo video on the recommended. Interesting, I don't know them actually. Maybe, so I wonder... Oh, how interesting. So we want the legs to go like this, kind of, right? Right. Because then we want the knees to go like that. Make that a little bigger. Yeah. See, that's not bad. I'm really happy with this. Because I've gotten a little bit more comfortable with using that little shape. And I think that this is a very nice dynamic shape. And I really... Yeah. Well, hang on. We can even make this go straight or the other way. Or however we want. Now draw them doing a flip. I cannot. No. I can't draw a flip. It'd be... let's see. I don't even know what a flip looks like in real life. So let's see. It's flip horizontal. Here. Let's get another layer out for the menu. Menus are pretty big and unwieldy, aren't they? Sort of vaguely like that. Yeah, that's perfect. Ooh. I'm a big fan. Oh, what that does mean... Well, hang on, let's get rid of those really quick, and we'll put the menu back where I had it. Or as best I can remember. How's that looking, methinks? Yeah. You love to see it. Oh, but you know what we could do even more? Oh, well... So we have the server coming over, right? Here's my thinking. We'd have to redo basically all of this. But we could have them That's true. Why are menus so large? I don't know. Maybe so they can save on paper. If they print one big paper, it's probably easier than multiple small ones. And it allows them to do it in one fold rather than a book. I know. But if we redid all this, right, all that hard work we just did, we'd be able to have them, we could have them showing the waiter here or waitress. We could have them be showing what they want on the menu if we just redid all that. It depends on what we want though. Because I do really like the shape we have here. And I do want to put a little face plane on them. I'm a big fan of this here. But I could be a fan of this, too. You know? Oh, hang on. I accidentally put the faceplate on the menu layer. Gotta undo. I actually kind of want them to have a wide face, you know? Ooh, that's nice. This might be one of my favorite people I've ever drawn so far. Just saying, I'm a big fan of how this is looking. What tablet do you use? Yeah, I can actually pull up a picture. It is the one by Wacom. It is a very cheap student tablet. This is the one. Holy Charmander. Yeah, this is the one I use. Yeah, this here. It's very nice. It works very well for me. I like it, and it's pretty cheap. I don't remember exactly how much I got it for, but it was pretty cheap. I've heard good things about Wacom. Yeah, there's a lot of different Wacom tablets. They're a good company, I think. They do quality ones. Of all sorts. So anyways, let's get back to our random guy, number 1. Oops, why? I want them to be kind of large. You know, I'm really enjoying this. So how we need it to go, right, is we need 4 fingers on the back and the thumb in front, you know? So we need to get that to happen. So that means we probably want, if we put the palm about there, that'll give us that. And obviously they're gonna have a much bigger palm than that. Ooh, I like that size. They should be unfathomably ripped, methinks. I'm actually thinking, here, you know who I'm thinking of, actually? I'm kind of thinking of somebody older and a bit heavier. You know, like, I don't know who that is. I'm thinking of this guy. No, not this guy. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, somebody cool and older, you know? I think it's a very cool archetype. That's the word. So rather than unfathomably ripped, I think they should just be, you know, a little bit heavier, a little bit cool like that, you know, like Grandpa Max and Ben 10. OG Ben 10 is so much better than the reboot. What even is that style? My goodness. You want them to be unfathomably peak, I see. You're so right. Because it was a little while ago, but I think that drawing all the, like, wrinkles and stuff on older characters is so cool. Because, I don't know, there's just a lot of detail you can put into an older person's face. I really enjoy it. Then we can go like show. And I'm really enjoying the wide frame we have here. So I think a character sort of like Grandpa Max is a great choice. Plus, like, look at this silhouette. It's so nice. We kind of need the arm to go down like this and foreshortened like that. I mean, even as a start, we can just sort of go like this. You know, that's pretty much how it's gonna be. Oh, I like that a lot. Like, this is such an interesting shape. I don't know, I just can't stop thinking about it. Oh, you know who else it reminds me of? It reminds me of Pacha in the Emperor's New Groove. That's what it reminds me of. Another peak character. If this will load. Yeah! That's what we're going for. That's what this character is going for. It's very awesome. Big fan of how it's going. And we'll just vaguely put some skin over that. Something vague.
One of my lab created monsters.
The specifics aren't important right now. We got some very awesome dynamic shape here. It's, I don't know, I'm just very proud of how this is looking so far. These hills sing, you're so right. And the specifics of this will change, of course. And then we'll also have to decide some other things. But we've also got room for another character here. So we've got, well, we'll think about another, maybe a third person. Ooh, you know what? I might be putting too many human characters in this. Because, oh boy, it's gonna be hard to draw all of them. But I'm very tempted to do my little thing anyway. I could put another guy. Where's my extra planets layer? I could put another guy, right? That's terrible. Hang on. Put another guy here, going. Showing which part of the menu he wants. That could be very, very cool. That could probably be more. Let's see. No, it'd be about that, wouldn't it? So I'm imagining one arm would probably go over. Well, no, around. And then one arm goes to the other side to hold it open. Something kind of like that. And then we'll get our eraser. Get rid of this thing. Put that back vaguely. Best of both worlds, exactly. Just add another person. Add like 3 weeks or whatever, however long it's gonna take me. Because all this has taken quite some time already, just to make sure I'm doing it alright. And I don't know how it's taken me so long, but it really is. So then we'll probably have this person, well, they need to be up here because they're standing. But they're also leaning over a little bit. They've probably got one hand on their chin. And hang on, they're doing a little thumbs up. Yeah, like this. So this is how I think it should be. I could never imagine working on one thing for that long. Yeah, no, I understand that too. So you have no idea just how many different projects I have going right now. Let's see if I can count them. There's this, there's, so I'm programming, webhooks to go on my stream that will allow me to read channel events. I'm programming 2 different video games, neither of which... One of them's for a game jam with some friends. One of them's for myself, for fun. I've already got my driver's license, but that was something I was working on for a while. I'm quote-unquote in the process of writing a story. I need to cycle back around to it. I'm also trying to get better at Guilty Gear and Celeste. And it's just so many things. The only reason I'm working on this right now is because I'm streaming it, you know? Otherwise, I'd never get back to it. It's so easy to work on something when you have a reason to. I am always busy. If I'm not busy, I'm probably, like, dying. If I didn't have a way to keep myself busy, I would be suffering. So let's see. Well... You want to know what I'm doing? I do want to know what you're doing. And then soon, well, no, it's tricky.
No one asked what I'm doing. I'm on the Gravity Falls website. This is...
Yeah, there's a new Gravity Falls website apparently. I can pull it up, I think. Figuring out how to make Wolverine in D&D, that's so cool. Yeah. So this new Gravity Falls website happened like today, I think?
Yeah, I think it was today. Today
So,
or yesterday.
It's very cool. There's all sorts of Easter eggs and ARG things that you can find. I haven't looked too much into it because I've been busy. I'm not going to. I'm busy. I'm on stream. Go away.
No.
Streaming gives me that motivation too. Unfortunately, where I'm at right now it doesn't have the Wi-Fi capability. That is unfortunate, yeah. Why is your water bottle so loud?
It's made of metal.
They're teasing a new nothing. Yeah, hopefully. A new kind of nothing. Rather than the same nothing. But no.
Even if they're not teasing anything, it's fun.
Let's see. I kind of want to work on this random guy now. So I'm actually, now, right now I'm imagining these 3. Would be cool to see a Future Falls series. It would be cool, you know? Or maybe a past one, you know? About a previous time Bill was around. Because technically, people might not like it if they brought Bill back in the future, but they'd be just fine. Was that who I think it is? Oh, that's one of my younger siblings, yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Nobody asked.
Yes, they did!
Shush. Alright, what was I saying? Oh, that's right. So I'm thinking these 3. Why is that so loud? Oh my gosh.
Because there's lots of ice and they're all small little pellets. Because they're the spheres.
I really think we need to get rid of those.
No, I love them.
Shush. Alright, let's see. What I want to do is sort of a longer kind of face. Your sibling should do a flip, I agree.
Woohoo!
So, let's see about a circle and then... Well, hang on. Not that small though, of course. So, I'm just gonna play around with a couple different face shapes, because look at this. This is so dynamic. Look at these different shapes. This better not be Sans and Papyrus. Hang on, I need to fix that. So, I need it to be sort of a longer That needs to be there. Because this one I want to have a longer face. So their main torso is only mostly... So the way I'm picturing it, right? When you turn to look at someone, one of your shoulders is still like sort of aligned with where you would be facing forward, but the other one is not. So you're sort of rotated. So it'd be kind of like that, you know? Well, not, it'd be the other way. Well, no, it wouldn't be. So this shoulder would be like there, but then this shoulder would be like, different, you know? Because they're turning a little bit to look at them. So I think it'd be like that, maybe? Yeah. Let's see though. So going kind of like this. He's saying, where on the menu is the spaghetti? Sir, this is a McDonald's. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, you know what? It kind of actually is like this. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Then this goes out like this.
I'm sending you something very important.
I don't believe you.
That's not right. Hold on.
Well, maybe I try and do something tricky, right? And have them crossing their legs. So that would make this leg go sort of like that. Well, one leg will be normal, like this, right? Then the other leg goes up, and at the knee, well, so... Yeah, I need to cross my legs really quick to get a reference. So the knees will be about the same spot, but this one will be about there. Then like this. Sort of like that. I mean, not exactly or anything. No, no, no. Let's try that again. Let's see. So, one leg goes... Okay, so one leg will be just normal. The other leg... Tricky, tricky. I've given myself a challenge here, huh? I just never let it be easy. In fact, would they even be able to cross their leg because of the table? This guy... Okay, so... I am going to... veto this table. I hate it, actually. We're redoing that table entirely in the future. In fact, so entirely, we're just putting it on the extra plans as a table. Yeah, it's been reduced to the letter I. That's how much I think that these people deserve legroom. So it'd be... This is sort of like where the knee is, right here. And it's still going forward mostly. So it ends up kind of like this. But then it is just kind of straight back. There, let's see how well that is. No, I definitely think it needs to be. That seems about right. Let's see. I mean, it also just doesn't seem about right, you know? That's because I'm covering the knee. Kind of. Well, here, it starts here, right? Same as that one. Then it goes up and across. So it points, like, directly towards the camera, actually. For this part. So it gets very foreshortened. Goes like that, maybe. Maybe I just do the easy way, you know? Have them cross their leg in this way. Then I need a reference for that too. So their ankle rests above their knee. Alright. And then it goes foot faces. So this goes to about there. Foot faces like that. Goes back like that. Mm-hmm. Probably leans down a little bit because of gravity. Then... no, probably not, because they'd be resting it pretty comfortably. Then... sole of the shoe goes somewhere around here. Like that, perhaps? No, that's not long enough. Oh, interesting. Or not long enough. But long enough leg. Wonder why this is wrong. Because I think, oh, I know, it's because it's still very not long enough. So it would be like so. Then, but it also needs to be going here. So the thigh is just at an angle, but it's still, and it's also up. But it's still mostly forward. Alright, so it should be like about that long. And it's also going a little bit away, but that's something I can draw very easily. And then it goes in at like that angle. Right? So theoretically the knee should be, if that's the bottom, that's the top. Oh no, let's say that's Let's see. It's not thick enough if I do it like that, so let's do this part first, yeah? Could be like this. It's very tricky. I think that's about right. Then we'd have like the foot. Like there-ish. Yeah. That's about correct. We will be removing the foot for now, though. That's about as good as we're getting, anyway. Then... I still really like the dynamic shape I'm getting there. You know? Then we're going to have arms. And I'll also use the same layer for his menu. Actually I need to try it like now. I imagine, so maybe he's actually holding it like by the top here. So I'd put his arm like that, so we can grip the top of it. Then, what am I even thinking with that circle? No. But, then this arm would be pointing like that. Which means, for this vision to work, we need the menu to be sort of open like this. Yeah. Then Rando 2. You can end stream with 50k? Yes, you can. That's something I added a bit ago, I think. Let me double check how exactly I wrote it. I added a bit ago because somebody suggested it. I'm like, that sounds funny, you know? Some of you are getting up in points. I think it'd be funny if he just chose to end stream, you know? Let's see. I can make it more if you want. More expensive. I'm gonna even make it like 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50,001. Yeah. I can do whatever I want, you know? Oh, let's see. So his hand be about there. Trying to figure out if his elbow will peek out or not. Sort of. 50k points? What a deal. I know. Some of y'all are getting like a billion points out there. You have 50,009 right now. I have so much power I can wield. 50k and 1 overpriced. Well, there's no such thing as half a point, so I can't make it perfect. But yeah, I think this is perfect. But I won't. I like this stream. Well, we're ending in about 40 minutes anyway, because I gotta be somewhere. I gotta pick up a sibling. Let's see. But yeah, I'm really liking the dynamicness that we're getting, you know? Can draw in that. How many siblings you have? Oh, so many. So many. Let's see. 1 million. Not quite that many. It's funny. Sylveon took like an entire stream almost to do, but we've done these two guys in just this stream. I mean, they're obviously not done to the point that Sylveon is. Sylveon's quite a few steps ahead of these two, so it obviously would have taken a lot longer than these little basic sketches. But you know, these are still a lot of form that I've had to think out. I guess human forms are just easier than animal ones, because these feet, they're not human. You know, you might expect that, but the legs are a little more complex. And also, you can still use the same shape for the animals, you know? The same 3 shapes that I was doing for these guys. You can use those same ones for animals, they just rotated a bit, and it's interesting. So let's just see. You know what I can do is I can group them. Quick group, and we can name this group Randos. We'll put Rando 3. Rando rhymes with Rango. We'll save. This is always make sure you save time. Now let's see. So I know I drew his legs like this in the extra plans layer, but I think actually he'll be... We'll kind of want him... a little here. So actually... So we've got these two. And we've got... Hang on, I know exactly. I know exactly what this is. What was it? Oh. Yeah. This is the one. These are basically the 3 I'm drawing. You know? These 3. Bogus, Bunce, and the 3rd one. Bogus, Bunce... It is Bean. Okay, I wasn't sure or not. But yeah, those are basically the 3 I'm drawing. As you see, we have... I mean, we could stand to make this one shorter if we felt like, but... I feel like this one would be taller anyway. I love Fantastic Mr. Fox. I'm glad you do. That's just what the dynamic I'm drawing reminds me of. Except, you know, way cooler because I'm doing them. But anyways, back to this. I'm unsure exactly of what body type to draw here is what I'm saying, basically. You know? Because... I mean, there's the stereotype... Not stereotypical, well, kind of, but... If we were to draw them as boxes, you know? We have... these 2, basically, right now. Right? And so, obviously... lots of people would expect a third one that's shorter. Or one that's slightly less tall than the quote-unquote tall one. You know? So, well, but also a little bit wider. So this is kind of the... So, it's like, do we want short or tall? You know? That's the big question. Do we want them to be short or tall? Hard to decide because I feel like... No, I feel like... I don't know what I feel like. It's really a tricky thing, though. So... Definitely a conundrum, huh? If we... Because the whole point is to be giving the Charmander help up onto the chair, right? That's what Charmander is saying they want uppies for. So if they're short, they're closer. But if they're tall, we get to... Yeah, I think tall is the move. Alright, because then we get to draw ourselves a very nice, dynamic... Because they're leaning over and stuff. So I think making them taller so that they have to lean bigger, you know? So we will put their head right about there. We'll draw our little guidelines. So if I'm leaning over and I'm helping somebody up, the arm on the outside is basically fully extended. As this one wouldn't be quite yet. I don't quite like that faceplate though. That's much nice. Or much more in line with what I want it to be, you know? Maybe a little more like that. Maybe it shouldn't be rotated. Well, no, it should be. Well, not quite. I want it more like that. You know? Then we want their hips to still be fully on the seat. Going to sort of like that way. Then their legs would be... I want them to have sort of an open stance. I'll get to that in a second. Their pivot point would only be a little bit changed. Let's see. No, because if they're leaning over, then their spine's like that, which means we want the lines to go like that, too. We could give them a very small torso compared to the other two. Which does lend itself better to the short than I would have anticipated. Oh, but we do want... Here, let's undo a little bit. Let's draw in the shoulders, eh? It's the same as this guy, because he's turning. And we can erase a little bit there. Make it go out like that. Uh-huh. Yeah. Then let's sort of draw through, because we won't be able to really see any of these lines from the front. It's all basically back from there. And we want one leg on either side, of course. Oh, but you know what would be interesting? And maybe easier? It'd be really interesting to look at some prosthetic legs, because it'd be interesting. Yeah, it just would be interesting, you know? Because, wow, yeah. These are cool, you know? It'd be interesting. So, something like this seems pretty common. Just below the knee or around there. How interesting. I'm very curious about this. Okay. And then in this case, it would be sort of like one leg goes like this. They'd have their knee. Right? Let's draw these circles in. But then somewhere around there-ish, they would be different. Same, or pretty much the same. I'm very interested. So then, let's draw this leg first, because it's not as tricky. Maybe it's just like that. No, they're not like completely open, they're just mostly open. So, actually, maybe it foreshortens to about there, where the knee would be. Because maybe it's going pretty much towards the camera, so we wouldn't see as much. Then goes down. Well, maybe a little lower even. Then goes down. Yeah, that's about right. And then somewhere around there it gets maybe even higher up. Oops. Then, yeah. I think this is a cool idea. So let's see, it'd be... There's a lot of different kinds, which makes it a little tricky to choose. I think something like this. Right? So, this would come... sort of like that. Then there'd be, I mean, we obviously don't need to have any of these specifics figured out just now. we can just do something vague like that. And then our vague foot shape, you know? We'll figure the specifics on that out later as well. For now, we'll just draw a circle. Denoting that there is in fact a shoe there. There we go, and we can do that on all of them. Rando 2 is you. And Rando 1. There we go. Yeah, that's a very interesting thing. Uh-huh. Oh, and his arms. Got his arms. So this arm. Maybe even this gets even more rotated chips. You know? Maybe it even goes to there. No, I don't think so. Then we'll put this arm. Then whoops. Something kind of like that, you know? Okay, if I'm leaning down, then one arm can reach a lot further than the other. But instinctively, you actually keep your arms lined up. Your hands, that is. Which is kind of interesting. Which means that actually, I think what I want to do is sort of move this whole torso closer. That gives me a bit more freedom. Because if I'm leaning over like this, that's actually a little different. Because now it's... yeah, now most of it is pointing that way. Ish. That doesn't mean there's no... none of that, you know? Okay, but now I'm thinking this needs to be rotated. Where's my... here. I think this needs to be rotated in more. We'll get rid of this. Oh, yeah. We can even make a bit wider there. Because if I'm leaning over, I want my hands to be lined up with each other, you know? Pick up something with both hands. So I want my hands lined up with each other when I do that. I wonder if maybe it's like that, you know? Then instead of this, we'd have this. Music ended? Oh, it sure did. We can just go right back to it. They've got other songs, but I like this one, and I get to make the rules, so. Oops. I think that's a bit more correct. So the thing about the arms is that they need to go to about there in terms of length. That one's too short, though. Here, let's draw through again. So the trickiness of it, well, actually, drawing it like this, we can tell that this has to rotate. Because otherwise, that arm's not even pointing the right way, right? If we rotate it like this, I mean, obviously we'd still want it to be up there, though. So if we go, we put it like that, such that I think actually we just need to make the arm longer. Something like that isn't bad. I just like demonstrate the length. Then we'll make that longer. So if that hand's about there, I'd want these to be bent more. But I wouldn't want it too bent or else it's weird. Something like that, but then his hands look like they're together. When like that's technically more accurate. Alright, then let's draw through here again. So we can see what's going on. You know? I think that's about correct. We'll do more revisions in the future. Yeah. I'm a big fan. Mm-hmm. See, it's the tiniest bit strange because it's not technically at eye level, this horizon line. I think that's where a lot of my strangeness comes from. I've put it very high up on the page. This is above halfway on the canvas. So technically, the camera is shorter than this Gardevoir, which just confuses me a lot, you know, when I'm drawing my things. So it's a lot of guesswork, I think. And that's not the best thing, but it's how it is. What do I want to do right now, though? I guess I work on a better table for those three, huh? The tricky thing about the table... Gardevoir is definitely tall. You'd think so, right? That's what you'd think at first. But then when you actually, like, look at it, you know, comparing the different perspectives, technically going back, Gardevoir would be, like, there, and my perspective is terrible. I know somebody complimented, it might have been Dinosaur. The perspective on this is terrible, because technically if you brought Gardevoir back to the table, they should be, like, only that tall, you know, at the tallest. Which is terrible. So, Anyone who thinks that the perspective here is good is wrong. It's actually much better here than it is over here, because this character here might be James from Team Rocket in the future, might not be. They're like a decent amount taller than that. Gardevoir is like there. I mean, the sinks don't make any sense, and the counter that makes no sense. So it's obviously all terrible. And you know, if I go like this, and I make Gardevoir a little smaller, how does that change the feel? Is this better? Because now Gardevoir is like on the eye level with this character leaning over, which makes sense, but only if they're like a significant amount taller, you know? What if I go further down? Is this better? It's not perfect, but it's perfectly fine. It's not terrible. It's very much terrible. I understand where you're coming from, but no, it's terrible. No, the perspective makes 0 sense. Nothing gets smaller as it should towards the vanishing points. And I'm gonna feel bad about it for the rest of the time, so... Hang on. Where was I? What layer? Oh, that's right. I made a new layer for some reason. I'm gonna get rid of it. But yeah, I don't know if I should make Gardevoir smaller or not. Nothing makes sense here. And it will bother me forever. The thing is, I put these vanishing points on the canvas, which means that everything's going to be getting smaller as they go towards them, right? But that means that it's much closer than it could be otherwise. So to get anything in meaningful ways, it's just weird. And I hate how weird it is. So that's just something I'm gonna have to live with, is how awful it is. Don't know what to do just now though. I could do that other person character. A little tired of doing characters. Where's the carpet? I had a carpet. You can get rid of that layer. We don't need it right now. Oh, I guess I never finished the carpet and got rid of it. Either way, I was thinking of putting a carpet somewhere around here for the people walking in. Do you think this is starting to come together, though? Ignoring the terrible perspective? I mean, technically speaking, we can do what people like Shiny suggest and just pretend that they're, you know, taller and shorter than the normal people and stuff. But, you know, I'll still feel bad about it. That's how it is. Don't know. Well, it is 10:45 and I need to leave at 11:30. So we got a bit more time. Well, I mean, I'm gonna leave stream at 11 so I can be ready. So we have 15 minutes left. Which means we got to do some thinking. We're definitely not in a bad split place, you know? If I hide my guideline things. You know what that means. Get rid of that too. Where is the layer I'm looking for? I'm looking for extra plants here. So yeah, it's not coming together too poorly. It's going decently well, actually. Once I get, you know, some artwork up and this filled in, and obviously the other person there, then it'll be pretty much where I want it to be. Maybe I get something else there. Maybe I try and make another booth of some kind, sort of imply more chairs. I think that's a good idea. I can use that with this layer. We'll just bring it all the way back down next to the other one. Because here, let's not try and cheat. Let's just take it from the top. Because we could, because realistically there'd be more chairs back there somewhere, right? I wouldn't prefer that be as thick as it is, but that's my own fault, so. Then I would say somewhere like here, maybe. Then we draw a line, well, not up to there, it's another part in the back. You know? It's basically the same spot, but not exactly the same spot. That's the wrong one to be drawing. Then we have this line like that. And then we get this, we make this less opacitized. Well, actually, no, it is to the... How is it? Yeah, okay. So it's actually supposed to be to the front one. I was wrong. I admit that. I think it looks kind of weird having this chair there, but... Oh. Okay. But also it's weird if it's empty, you know? Well, I'm leaving it in anyway. I think it just makes the most sense if a chair exists there. I'll have to do some clever shading or something to make it look like there's some depth there. Because it's harder to tell at the moment whether or not there is because of how close to the vanishing point it is, you know? Oh my. One sec. Yeah.
Little Ford gave Ford an axolotl, but Bill made Ford get rid of the axolotl, and I'm just stressed about it. The axolotl was named Trillium.
That's ridiculous. Alright, let's see. Oh, I'm almost out of water. Alright, let's see. Now if I go and again hide my little outline in my stick hands. It's definitely, there needs to be something there. You know? One way or another. But it is starting to look quite nice. And we're gonna need some kind of pattern on the floor. I wonder if we make it a wooden floor or not. We'll write our notes here. Wood floor, bulletin board question mark. Probably somewhere around there is something like that. Blue box cupcake display, we know that already. Oh, we want a spice rack there? That makes sense. Think about that more. Do we want to scale those? This is perfect. That sign is perfect. Oh, but you know what? It's not. It could be a little cooler, you know? If we... Okay, so I guess I got rid of the layer with the vanishing point, but that's alright. We can just recreate it. Okay, well, another time, actually. I think I want to save it here. Let me turn this back on. Gonna save a bunch of times to make sure it saves. It's not that it's ever failed to save before. It's I don't want it to ever fail. Then we can close this out. And in Firefox, I think we look into ending stream. Because 7 minutes, it won't make much difference, you know? So I think we look into rating someone. If anyone has any personal favorites they'd like to recommend that they know are online, this is the time. Otherwise, we might go into Eevee again. Eevee's always fun. Yippee. W stream, thank you, Dinosaur. I enjoyed it a lot. I always love making progress on this piece. It's been quite some time. If I counted up all the hours I spent on it, it's probably at least a dozen so far. That's just a guess. There's quite a few. Let me know when you're done driving, I will. Let's see. Ramses is a good choice. Nobody good is online in your following? Alright, no problem, no problem. We can go into Professor Ramses VT here. They're fun. So, let's see. Playing Skies of Arcadia. I've never played that one. Oh, we can pause our music. Seems interesting. Let's see. It's funny that that's the part I unmute for. Hope you guys had fun. We're gonna be heading out in just a couple seconds. I enjoyed making good progress. Tomorrow is Saturday, which means it's our Pokemon day. Very, very fun. Weird noise. Yeah, it is a weird noise. But, you know, that's how older games are sometimes. It looks like GameCube-ish. Bye!